consider your opinion on this movie, your mind still may vary. I forgot. Have you seen already Covenant?
No.
Oh boy. Um, to many people, it's better than Prometheus. It's a direct continuation, so you're gonna get some of the answers. But I cannot guarantee you that you're gonna be satisfied. Um, some people genuinely think it's also worse than Prometheus, but I personally think they're both on the same level. The thing also about with Prometheus with is that during marketing, nobody had any idea if it was genuinely attached to the Alien franchise. Sure, it was a Fox production, it had Ridley Scott in it, but nothing in the marketing suggested it was supposed to be a prequel that showcased the origin of the Xenomorphs. But yeah, way after that, we're like, oh yeah, by the way, yes, Prometheus is canon as a prequel. Deal with it. And like, I love much like yourself, I've seen dumber things, honestly. I don't even know if it goes against, the continuity established in Dark Horse comics, because there's a lot of them. Um, but as an origin story for the Xenomorphs, yeah, it's fine, I guess. Again, I've seen it worse, and the starting from the first movie, it did showcase that the Weyland-Yutani was not really responsible for engineering these things, but they were more like an external thing that they appropriated. Yeah.
Also, yeah, the whole I can't prove Darwinism's bullshit, but that's what I choose to believe.
Oh boy.
Scene.
Yeah, it's the same stupid rhetoric that was used also in Red Planet. Remember, General Zod's actor's character saying, "I realize the science cannot give me all of my answers. In such, I turn to philosophy and God." The scientist of the team.
Moron. The definition of moron, ladies and gentlemen, is thus: a stupid person, or an idiot, or a fool.
Yeah, that kind of describes that because that's what I got. We kind of spent the last 30 minutes of the previous part going around in circle, and I completely forgot that the place where we're supposed to go is right here. There was an entrance that I completely ignored. So please, let's move on.
Well, at least we filled up that 30 minutes by talking about stuff.
Stuff, yes. If I recall correctly, I can unlock another shortcut from here, so let me see. Yes, there we go. By pushing this door, or is another one? I forgot. It's one of those two. With another elevator, let me just check right here instead. There you go. We unlocked the other shortcut, so we don't have to do the entire trip all over again. Alright. Now with that out of the way, let's... let me see. Was there another road that I might forget? Another trinket? Oh, right, it leads me to another place with one of those leeches beast. No. Yeah, not even worth it, that treasure down there. So let me use this to get up on the elevator. Again, sorry, these elevators are not long enough for an elevator music bit. Although it gives shite. It gave me a bit of a realization that I got, for a while now. That despite having a more stylistic style, sorry, an art style that reflects a bit more the power of the systems, the console systems these games are on, and the complex of the architecture and the level design. These games never bother to do the whole characters as to shimmy across a piece of rock in a fissure in order to go from one place to another that's used to mask as a loading screen. I mean, the one where it started to be premiered with stuff like Tomb Raider 2013. Let me check in the meantime what we got. The deep ring. A ring bestowed
Deep
upon
ring.
A ring bestowed upon the deacons of the Cathedral of the Deep allows attunement of additional spells, as in you can cast more. In the Cathedral's slumber things most terrible, and as such, the deacons require a grand narrative to ensure they do not falter in their duty. A philosophy to ward away the madness beckoned by the grotesqueries at hand. Great. Let me see. Do I have to jump down from here, if I recall correctly? There we go. Yes. Alright. Where was I? I forgot. Hey. Ow. Who's bombarding me?
The Mentor?
No, it has a skull for its head, so yeah, he sees
I mean,
visible.
the couple of the recent movies, they were slightly redesigned to look like they have skulls.
The entire point when it was, written even in the original, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them in Universe book was that they could, also disguise themselves as carpets, sheets and similar stuff. But whatever, that's besides the point. But yes, this is actually the road that I'm supposed to use to actually get, on top of the cathedral. But before doing that, let's try to also deal with this guy. So... Shit. Ugh.
There we go.
I don't think this is an illusory wall, yeah, no. Otherwise I will have to just, return there. Oh, I can also move here. Forgot. Do I unlock another shortcut from here? Ah, no, there's an item. There you go. Alright, there I was. I remember what I was going to say. Again, yes, despite the bigger environment and everything, these games genuinely make sure to mask very well the loading times, because if you notice, outside of maybe when you enter a fog gate where there's a boss in it, you don't really get, loading screens, not even in the first game, there being stuff like that, or, the original Demon Souls for that matter. Again, and that despite having to do the more cinematic approach that a lot of games these days, particularly Sony tend to, or even some indies like, no, I don't think A Plague Tale does it, but even Microsoft kind of did it with Hellblade 2, but a lot of games basically do this in order to feel the immersion of the character moving across. Okay, Dead Space also had something like that going on, with Isaac crawling in vents. But it felt like it was a bit more of a purpose there, instead of, just masking the loading screens. I don't know. And the genre being natural horror, kind of made more sense with the claustrophobic environment. Anyway, as promised, we are on top of the cathedral. As you can see, we're, literally walking on the arches. There are a couple of people, including some of the Templar guys with huge swords, so I'm gonna try to avoid them, because fighting in this precarious position is not very recommended. Ow. Got a blessed gem, which is absolutely worthless. It's like that scene from Gravity Falls. Wow, this is worthless. Gone.
So I saw a couple of movies lately while in between parts.
Gone.
I saw Godzilla vs. Hedorah, continuing my excursion through that series.
Are you convinced in saving the environment, Waves?
No, I'm just more concerned about what drugs the filmmakers took.
It was the 70s.
Yeah,
and those probably weren't very environmentally friendly.
Yeah, I know. Like, what did they make the film on?
Cock Murphy. There we go. Let's see if I can push it down. Yes! Goodbye, asshole. Gone. Sorry.
I mean, as well as being really, really trippy, what the hell was that? What the hell was the film's score?
Yeah, I don't remember much about it, but I do. But by the same token, I don't remember it being memorable. So even
Okay,
if it's go on.
okay. Well, here's a brief recreation I made.
Oh
I can
boy.
do right now of Godzilla's theme every time he appears on screen. Wah, 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 wah.
So a pack of ducks. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say a duck being
It's
strangled.
just
Apparently.
it's like some weird slow jazz music kind of. Okay, what is it with these? What is it with Godzilla movies that weren't scored by Akira Ifukube, sounding completely at odds with what's happening on screen?
I can't believe it. It's kind of like when Doctor Who tried to convince away the Cybermen using jazz music. It is meaningless. Anyway, good news, everyone. We found Patches. So let's talk to him more properly this time.
Yes, hello. Oh, I don't believe we've met. I'm Patches.
This time around it's called Unbreakable
You
Patches.
seem to be unkindled. Do you have business with me?
Oh, I do have business with you. Yeah, you know who I am.
Oh, yes, of course. It's coming back to me now.
Ah, look
I'm
at
so
this
sorry.
lady.
That was my hand, as you know. But the deed, well, that was the armor's doing.
Right.
But behold, I'm stripped clean of that unruly attack.
God.
And look at you.
Like I said, I
well,
should be
well.
hating his guts, but the absolute audacity
Yes,
makes it all
I
worth
can
it.
tell. It's that rotten
My hand
curse.
slipped. I'm so
It is.
sorry.
Clumsy me. And he gives us the prostration gesture. Thanks.
And you're gonna forgive him.
Of course.
Yes. Now, it wasn't me, but you still deserve an apology. Just a little trinket. Go ahead.
See, he even
yours
gives me a
now.
trinket, a rusted coin. Everything is fine.
You can't fix him.
You should know.
His actor is
William Vanderpool, we've encountered him already.
you're as unkindled
Again,
as you look,
while not
you'll find
technically
plenty of good stuff.
the same character himself, Patches is kind of like the Sid of Final Fantasy. You know, he's recurring because every time there's a Hidetaka Miyazaki game, because he just loves the guy too much. He started in Armored Core game, believe it or not. And let's do some businesses. First of all, let's claim the entire Katarina set because poor Sigurd is gonna rot in that well otherwise. Let me also purchase also the Black Lever set because the Patches set. If I recall correctly, see, here's the gimmick with this. Let me just read it. Black dyed levered armor enables its wearer to hide in the shadows with silent finesse. The wearer's fine attire was admired by friends and enemies alike, for his skills were unmatched, and his heart was true as gold. As its new owner, you had quite the shoes to fill. And the same thing for the gloves and the boots, respectively. Basically, what we're getting at is that this set alone has the text flavor written by Patches. The game literally breaks the fourth wall just for this set alone because Patches is that popular.
Thanks, good comment.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Can't resist it.
Yeah, I can leave.
Can't
Alright,
think
after
anything you
this,
like.
Patches will move his ass
Yeah, good
to
try.
the
Look,
Farthing
a little
Shrine, so
harder.
if you wanted to do some more business with him, we'll actually talk to him there. So let's raise the bridge once again, properly this time, so we can have another shortcut if we so desire. But it's still the right direction for us to move because, the boss fight is already technically unlocked, so we're fine. But, yeah, these slugs. Yeah, I seem to be able to one-shot them with the Uchigatana special skill. Let's see. There you go. Throw anyone left. You. Alright, you two. Friendship ahead. But I cannot talk to this NPC. Time for bleeding, comma, monster. Yeah, sure. And we get the red sign soapstone. We forgot that this item serves if I want to get invaded, and I leave a calling card for other players to get me, basically. So let's open this door. There we go, clipping again. And there's another bonfire. Cool. This is another place for a covenant, but we're not gonna activate it because it interferes with some NPCs' quest lines. But there are a lot of empty cribs in this room. Here there is a corpse with the forms set, the one that Kirk was wearing. So Kirk is actually serving this lovely lady. I see that the cathedral is giving her some mutation too. Let me see if I can get a better look. Forgot actually who her name is. Again, we're not gonna talk to her because otherwise we get involved in covenants we really shouldn't actually, be involved with. But if I remember correctly, thanks to our deal with patches, we managed to raise enough the bridges so that we can have a not necessarily a complete shortcut, but a more straightforward way towards the boss. Alright, so aside of Godzilla vs. Hedorah, what have you seen?
Prometheus.
Alright, I forgot. Yeah, the ever so loved prequel to the Alien franchise.
Yeah, it was a movie.
It was quite definitely a movie.
I mean, it wasn't terrible or anything, it's just there. I mean, it was basically just consisting of some silly action, Michael Fassbender's android being the best character in the movie, and everyone else being either really boring or an idiot.
Shit, I almost fell down. This is what I get for not checking the elevators. Alright, now it's time to deal with the boss. So that means we have to get back to the congregation and actually push forward. Which means I probably will attract the attention of a big guy with a sword. Let's deal with the deacons here first. Come on, just get here, please. Yeah, I attracted his attention. Fuck! Go. Again, thankfully backstab seems to work wonders with these guys. Alright then. Oh, I got the deacon robe. Sure, why not? Let's give it a look while we're at it. Robe worn by the deacons of the Cathedral of the Deep. The deep red pigment denotes the blessing of fire. In time, those dedicated to sealing away the horrors of the deep succumbed to the very power. It seems that neither tending to the flame nor the faith could save them. Yeah, this is a concept introduced a bit late in the franchise because it is very game. The concept of the deep, as in it's the equivalent of a classic, Lovecraft Eldritch horror, a bit similar to what Bloodborne was doing, just in a more, applied to a more medieval type of context instead of, late Renaissance, early modern times. Go, 1 and 2. Thanks for the backstabbing. Walls. Be wary of enemy. And here we can summon Horus, the Phantom NPCs of Horus, and Anri of Astora, the two people that we met along the way for the cathedral. This is part of their quest lines. After all, they're also here to fight Aldrich. So we're about to actually get to deal with one of the Lords of Cinder. Alright, let's do this. You here? Okay. However, it seems that the crypt is a bit empty, and instead of Aldrich we have these guys, basically a congregation of the Deacons of the Deep. Alright, here's how it works. It's a bit hard to spot in all of the chaos, but the Deacons are literally doing hot potato game. You have to find the one that glows red. It's the one that if you actually hit him, the actual health bar goes kaboom. For them. If you hit any of the others, they just keep respawning. So you just need to focus your attacks. There you go. Like this. And, more and more the hot potato gets passed onto some of the other deacons, and you have to deal instead with them. Again, rinse and repeat until the L-bar is completely gone. It's an easy type of, pack type of boss, and as you can see, they do not seem to be dealing that much damage for now.
Yeah, I was talking earlier about foreign movies. I do have a few Akira Kurosawa films in my Blu-ray collection. I just haven't seen any of them yet.
I think I already asked you. Do you actually have Rashomon?
I don't think I do. I mean, I've got Seven Samurai.
That's a classic, but again, I argue Rashomon is easily, to me at least, his masterpiece. The best of his movies.
Sounds like a Digimon.
Alright, at the halfway point, the fucking Pope decides to arrive. And now he has the red hot potato on him. And now you have to basically squarely deal with him, because otherwise the other deacons, particularly the one in blue, will start shouting, chanting, dark magic that will summon meteors on your ass. So, yeah, we're actually doing it now. Oh boy. I hope Pedanian and Horus can keep up. Again, this fight is relatively easy, but as you can see, it gets very chaotic. Especially with all the enemies respawning. So don't worry, however, after you kill the Pope, yeah, that's a sentence, all the others disappear. Okay, so I guess considering the attire is supposed to be more of an archbishop, but it's still basically the same concept, leader really. To be fair, this particular religion does have a more of a leader equivalent, but we'll meet later. Yeah, Henry seems to be doing fine. Horus a bit less, but work with what you have. Ugh. What? They killed me? Holy shit.
Wow, they killed you. Imagine being killed and you don't even know about it.
I did not pay attention. I thought that the damage that they were giving me was fine. I guess I got hit by a stray fireball. I need to watch the footage again. Well, since we're actually already here, let's use this time to actually go back to the first bonfire, the cleansing chapel, so we can give Sigurd his armor back. Again, we don't really need the Katarina set yet. We will find another way to get it. This is basically just to give it back to him. Thankfully, Patches did not steal his weapon. I guess it was too heavy for him. Alright, let's get to the well.
Oh. I know that voice. Just how long has it been? It's me, Siegfried of Katerina. I'm loath to admit it, but I've been had. Someone's swiped my armor. Did you happen to see it anywhere?
Yeah, let's give him the armor. Just pretend that my character threw it.
Deepest gratitude. I, Siegfried of Katerina, salute you. With my trusty suit of armor, I'll be out of here in a jiffy. Until we meet again, comrade.
Stay safe, Sigurd, please. And we get the rejoice emote.
No need to worry about me. With my trusty suit of armor. Until we...
Alright, our deed is done, so let's get back to our more pressing hands. Yeah, there you go. I now check the name. It's called Rosaria. There you go. The person of the Covenant. Alright, time to face the boss once again. Yeah, speaking instead of Fox movies, might as well mention here. Me and Pedro started showing Deji the Blue Sky movies catalog. So far we have done the first two Ice Age and Robots, and the results have been mixed, to say the least. And apparently by the time we're recording this, they just announced the sixth movie, so I guess Disney is actually still capitalizing on that.
This is all your fault.
To quote MST3K, oh, throw that in my face.
Whatever next. We're watching. I'm watching the Godzilla movie, so.
To be fair, Blibs, whatever happens, it's the 30th anniversary of the franchise, so something happening has to be expected. Well, to be fair, they just announced that by the time
70th, yeah.
by the time we're recording this, we do know that they're making. Okay, don't remember. I don't think it's a sequel, but another title from the same team that did -1.
Yeah. So we're getting another Toho-made Godzilla movie as well.
Which honestly I'm fine with, you know. Again.
Yeah, I mean, it is. Yeah, it is possible for both series to coexist.
No, it's not even that, it's about also the fact that the team seems to be capable of using CGI to great effect, you know, with a minimal budget involved. So I welcome that. Instead of, you know, just wasting millions of dollars for nothing. I'll need to catch up instead on the anime movies about Godzilla, because I heard they are kind of mixed on themselves, but I've always been curious to check out on entirely on them. There you go. Let's get back Horace and Henry. Come on, Henry, on an evil day. There you go. I love that the big hat has basically jiggle physics for moving on stairs and stuff. Alright.
The girls can't keep all the jiggle physics.
Of course, Shirei. Why do you feel... Again, let's not forget that it was a proud tradition since at the very least the 90s with Dr. Robotnik in Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Which, to be fair, having your partner being voiced by Long John Baldry probably, you know, is a ticket of admission to many people, so I don't blame.
When I'm done with the Godzilla films that I've got on Blu-ray,
Yes.
I'll make a look, not a tier list, but like just a list from best to worst.
Personal ranking, yes, don't worry, Dweebs, I get it.
I will say, the bottom end, in terms of rock bottom, I'm honestly not sure whether to put Son of Godzilla or All Monsters Attack at the very bottom.
Maybe both. I mean, they can be, you know, sharing the same spot.
We'll see.
Yeah. Ow, ow. Fuck, yeah, that's what hit me. A meteor of, you know, dark energy. That's the thing that hurts. Alright, since we're actually busy having to basically clowning on a bunch of people in robes, religious people in robes, while we're at it, Dweebs, how is your experience with congregations and masses?
What do you mean?
As in, okay, without having to go too personal, how much have you been to a church?
Not terribly often.
I don't think I need to even ask you that question, Shira. I probably already know the answer. Or at the very least, whatever I'm thinking right now is probably the better one. No, as for me, being born and raised in a Catholic family, as you can imagine, has had me see a lot of trips to churches and stuff. Wasn't very pretty. Well, more boring than anything, but you know. I guess on the plus side, it made me learn a lot of Latin words, so there is that.
I have to keep checking as well whether if they're releasing more Godzilla movies on the streaming. Like they put Return of Godzilla, the original '84 version on Amazon.
Ah, so they're slowly adding that as part of their program, I guess, the anniversary.
Maybe.
That would be a neat initiative at the very least. Right, crap, I think I'm about to die again. Oh crap, it's the meteor attack. I don't like this. Oh, why is my curse level rising? I forgot.
Because you're cursed.
Return the slab. Yeah, and that insta-kills me. I completely forgot about this. Oh Christ, I turned into crystal. That could have gone better. Usually I have more, you know, I'm actually better with this fight. Again, I must be super rusty with this. Or is the streamer curse? Maybe both. Alright, let's avoid these enemies. I don't really care about them, so let's move.
Yeah, let's think of this shit. Let's move on.
Also to streamline better, not to mention I have enough souls stored that, you know, if I want to actually go and raise my stats again, I can do it. It's just that right now I don't think that's the key of victory for this boss fight. I actually want to be done before we leave this place. Because story-wise, it's probably better if we deal with this place now instead of later. because there's a bit of a branching, you know, right now that is happening, and we just chose for now to go here. Alright, let's see if it follows me. Yeah, it's following me. Oh boy. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, okay, if I recall correctly, well, yes, Aldrich was, you know, about eating anything that moved, so the phrase, they're eating them, and then they're gonna eat me! Oh my god! Really applies. Also, for those who only know about that, only about, you know, that line and never actually saw the movie, in case you're wondering about the title, no, you don't need to watch a first Troll movie to get to Troll 2. You can easily just watch that and be confused otherwise, because it really doesn't change anything. Again, Italian, as we mentioned in our Robo War commentary, Italian bootlegs have been very confusing when it came to numbering, trying to capitalize on two existing franchises all the time. Get these lives. There's another Claudio Fragasso movie called, I think, Night Killer, which in my country was advertised as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, even if it has absolutely nothing to do with that franchise. They don't even bother to have the same themes. It's not about, you know, hillbilly cannibals. Instead, it's about, you know, a random guy that kills people, and there's a poor woman traumatized by the experience. The end.
Huh.
Huh.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's a,
straightforward.
I'd be traumatized watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
it's a very...
And the way it
Yeah,
filmmakers want.
the Night Killer is a very silly movie. It's actually one of the more, you know, so bad it's so good, enjoyable of Claudio Fragasso, but you kind of have to be in the mood to watch it. It's not one that I will, you know, with high priority recommendation on my end. In case you're wondering about the big blocky statue thing in the middle of a room, that's Aldrich's tomb. That means that whatever happened here, Aldrich got out of the sarcophagus, and instead these guys, you know, just stood here in replacement. So part of understanding what happened is part of what we're gonna do after dealing with this congregation. Ow. Okay. Stop locking me in a corner. Holy fuck, this game. Love you, but sometimes it's really bullshit. The funny thing is that, you know, everyone clowns on Dark Souls 2 about the hitbox thing, but I argue it's a thing that happens to the entire franchise. Come on, Henry, I need help. Oh, I forgot. These are also clerics, so that's why they can also heal the boss. Oh, I interrupt by spell. Almost done. Come on. There you go. We get the souls of the deacons of the deep and a small doll. We're gonna check those right now, just to be sure. First, the soul, which, as you can see, it's a dark blue color instead of the traditional yellow or white. Souls of the Deacons of the Deep, one of the twisted souls, steeped in strength. After Aldrich left for the Boreal Valley, Archdeacon Royce remained in the cathedral with the high priests to keep eternal watch over their master's coffin. So yeah, so the Pope, as I labeled him, that we killed instead was an Archdeacon called Royce. Good to know. Why did they call him like that? Weird. As for the small doll, let's check our key items, wherever they are. Forgot. There we go. Oh, there you go, small doll. Small silverwork doll depicting a young squire. In the legendary old city of Irithil, situated in the Boreal Valley, the Pontiff Sulvian gave this doll to valued subjects so they might use it to cross the barrier when they return home. Listen carefully and you can hear it say, "Wherever you go, the moon still sets in Irithil. Wherever you may be, Irithil is your home." A sort of memento to carry over to as a reminder. And again with that name, Pontiff Sulvian. I wonder what happened to him. Still, the fact is that there was no Lords of Cinder in this place, so it's kind of a dead end. So that means we need to move somewhere else. That means, if I recall correctly, first of all, let's return to Firing Shrine, why not? It would be an ideally good point to end, but I want to see if I can squeeze just a bit more. Especially considering all the wasted time in the previous part. Alright, let's see if there are new NPCs to talk with. Yes, in fact, Ores and Andri should be here. There you go. Ores unfortunately still cannot tell us properly, but let's talk with Andri.
We spoke before on the Road of Sacrifices. Andri of a storm.
Your shield looks cool.
I'm well pleased to see you safe. We reached the Cathedral of the Deep, but
which means that the hunt continues.
The man-eater must have left for his true home. The little doll in the empty coffin told me.
It also means that Andri and Horace also got a copy of the doll. You forgot, the way someone works is that they're technically from another timeline, but at the same time, you know, they're gathering the same experience as you, again, in universe. The first game lampshade that we saw there saying, you know, time is convoluted in Lordran.
An ancient fabled city. A pilgrim told me that the city lies beyond.
So, thanks to Henry telling us that what we need to do is to move to the other place in the crab-infested swamp that we haven't seen, and find the Legion of the Undead Legion of Farron, which ideally should, you know, lead us eventually to the Boreal Valley. But first, let me do a bit of a roundup with the NPCs that we have. If I recall correctly, we have a Braille tome to give to our cleric.
Oh, Champion of Ash, welcome back. Do you wish to hear a tale? You only have to ask.
There we go.
Oh, what's this? Champion of Ash, this divine tome is forbidden.
There we go, sorry about that.
Yeah, no, it's
These
fine.
tales of
I
things
forgot
that
her
lurk
name.
deep within men. These stories would not please you.
What, did they give you the Necronomicon Ex Mortis in Braille?
I will read
Like,
them
I'm
to
pretty
you.
sure there is a copy floating around somewhere.
They frighten me so.
Again, as a reminder, this unlocks more miracles, quote unquote, that you can acquire through this. And, you know, the Deep Tome allows you to gain, you know, forbidden knowledge for this. But again, we don't need it. We're not some, you know, random major cleric with a twig for spells.
Pray for your safety.
Alright then. If I recall correctly, Grey Rat should have returned. There you go.
Ah, there you are.
Actually, no, he never
I
left.
was thinking.
Let's see what he
You
had to
know I'm a
hear.
petty thief. Well, perhaps I'll
Basically,
go
that's the
on.
gimmick with Grey Rat. After you deal with a specific dungeon, he will offer actually to go and pillage some stuff, and when he returns, he will have that stock to his wares, you know. The risk, of course, is that he might get killed, but
you.
it's really worth it,
You
if you
will
ask
not
me.
be disappointed.
There is a methodology in doing this, so don't worry, I know
Thief
basically what I'm
was
doing.
once a well-known name. Until I ended up
And Greyrat
hiding in
is,
a cell.
experienced with, his work, so I do trust him. Let's see if we can purchase something. Yes, more embers are always appreciated. And we also get paid set from the second Dark Souls.
Goodbye.
No, I don't need it.
I will leave for some time. So long for now. Do stay safe, you hear? Or my efforts will have been for naught.
Sure, Greyrat, don't worry. If I recall correctly, I don't need to talk to Yuria, but just to be sure. Yeah, no, I don't need it.
That a lord at the barefoot and I.
Yeah. Goodbye, Yuria, we'll see you later. We're still not done with that. Again, I promise you the payoff will be very interesting.
I'm sure.
Alright, let's see if there are other NPCs around the area. Specifically, if I recall correctly, around this speed. No, it's not up here, but.
Okay, that narration for a second there sounded like that narration that I saw in that that Jesus in the Matrix video game.
Oh, you mean more stilted, is in? Well, while you're at it, can you check? I forgot if you already did, but can you check Yuria's voice actress?
How do you spell it?
Yuria.
Okay.
Yuria. Oh, and who you might be in the meantime.
Well, hasn't it been some time?
Pookie Quesnell.
What has she done?
I slipped you those red eyes.
I'll have to have a look.
You're making quite an effort of it, so I thought you might like to know.
She's English.
Of course. Again, the cast is purely, almost entirely British.
Right, her real name's Joanna Quesnell, but I guess Pookie is more unique.
Or a pseudonym.
He's been a prisoner for many ages in the deepest
She was in stuff like The Bill,
Okay, don't know what that is.
a load of mystery shows.
Was she Midsummer Murders? I'm
Yes,
curious.
she was.
Of course.
If you fancy a proper red
Midsummer Murders, that other British, one of the many British shows where you probably can look back on older ones and say, oh yeah, she was in that thing.
Again, as a reminder, because I did talk a bit to it while we did Middle of Shadow Mordor. Midsummer Murders is relatively famous in my country. I know that it's more popular, I think, in to the Dutch, believe it or not. But I know it's famous here. The problem is that for some reason, probably due to marketing reason, they decided to rename it as Inspector Barnaby, which was the main character, you know, for most of the first couple of seasons. The problem is that they kind of replaced the character, so we had to hastily scrounge, you know, something to justify the title for later ones.
Yeah, but better luck if they just called the show Murder.
Honestly, they could have just called Midsummer Murders can be easily translatable. I have no idea why they changed outside of this sounds better to appeal to the marketing because it's about the person, not the place. You know. And again, the entire point of the show is to you know showcase how terrible the British countryside is. So you know, might as well keep that.
To me, it just came off more like, don't live here, you idiots.
Yeah, because, you know, again, I forgot, Shira, have you ever seen that series?
Which one?
Midsummer Murders.
Yes.
Again.
Quite a lot of it.
Yeah, okay, then you know then. Again, the way the show depicts it, the entire town is full of psychopath and incestuous families. Like, it's worse than the Alabama in America. Like, holy shit.
And no one moves out.
No.
They all just choose to live there.
Well, Siri, it's been on there since 1997, and nobody's decided. Nobody.
Sorry, go on. Waves?
Nobody's decided in 27 years to think, you know what, maybe this town's cursed.
Not just that, and the British government is not doing anything. It's only the constabulary that, that is busy, trying to sort all this shit out.
And talk about brevity, each series only has like a handful of episodes.
But to compensate that, they're very full length, kind of like mini movies. It's a bit similar to the Hercule Poirot TV series.
Yeah, I think that's how they're able to keep it going for so many years. There's too few episodes for people to get sick of it.
Honestly, it works out. Again, murder, mystery, crime, or as it's called in my country, giallo, because, the color yellow was the one that was used typically for murder, mystery, and pulp stories in my country. That's why Kill Bill, uses that color, to represent the pulp fiction-esque, tone. They are super popular. Again, Murder, She Wrote is the most famous series in my country for that. But, just as many tends to, be very popular and have constant, and I mean constant, reruns because of it. Which honestly, I'm fine, because when it came to... Most of them tend to not be too much police drama. Of course, you get the usual one that tend to have the stereotype of the classic, more modern time, I mean, the neurodivergent, quirky detective like The Mentalist or, what's it called, Detective Monk. So you kind of have to deal with that too. Oh no, I've already been here. I need to actually get on the other place. But no, basically, outside from the UK, we import a lot of those particular series, believe it or not, from Austria. Oh fuck, the crab! I forgot about the crab here! Go away!
I never heard of an Austrian show called Oh Fuck the Crab.
No, that would kind of be a title episode for a DBZ, episode. The crab just doesn't stop. There we go. Hopefully it should not follow me on to the... Oh my god, I got invaded again. Oh, I forgot the yellow finger. This guy is an asshole. If I recall correctly, he stays invisible for a bit. Where are you? Come on, let's get this over with, please. Where the fuck is he?
He's behind you.
Yeah, that will be teleports behind me. No, the thing is that I don't remember genuinely if this is one of those NPC invaders that actually is invisible for a while until it gets back to you. But again, we don't have all day, and I want to try to find another place to end the part. Get the large sword of a known traveler. Alright, if he doesn't want to get here, we're just gonna move on and hope he doesn't ambush me again. Alright, up ahead instead we have two assholes, one with a club. Okay. Oh, and I guess the Dark Spirit died off screen. Your favorite, Waves.
Even in video games, I can't escape it.
I don't know what happened, because I don't think I activated the enemy, the aggressive enemy routine. Alright, let's get down here. Actually, because down here there should be a bonfire. Yes. Oop. So we don't have to deal with those enemies. Alright, so let's give snippets of a look at our upcoming area, and then we can conclude the part. This is the Pharaoh Keep, the other major swamp area. And this time, it is the Poisonous Swamp. Again, as a reminder, Hidetaka Miyazaki literally said in an interview on the matter, I cannot stop myself. The guy literally, gets off to the tears of people who gets poisoned in the swamps. This is the guy that will watch the first never-ending story, and then during the scene where Artax dies, he will be like, yes, more of that, please. cry. Thankfully, there are some bonfires where I can actually light the area, but so I'm gonna use those to quickly gather some of the items in the air and to showcase. Most of the enemies here are slugs, and I mean, you know, proper slugs, non-mutated humans. Blech. Go away.
Gross.
Just spray some salt in the general direction, you should be fine.
I've seen, honestly, Shuri, I've seen grosser. There's literally a scene in Godzilla vs. Hedorah where it literally looks like Hedorah is shitting diarrhea onto Godzilla.
Honestly, Dweebs,
That is worse, yes.
honestly, Dweebs, like I said, the worst when it comes to something similar to that to me happens to be the bug attack during Peter Jackson's King Kong. I really, really still cannot really stand it. I'm not even saying that I think the scene is bad. I'm just genuinely, you know, grossed out by it. And I've seen shit. Alright, those are the other major enemies in the area. These actual mutated beings. I don't remember if they were properly humans or, you know, more beastmen that got ulteriorly mutated. Let's see if they can deal with this guy to showcase you the gimmick of the place before ending. There we go. Extinguish 3 flames and open the door to Wolf's Blood. That's your gimmick for this place. In these particular places there are candles when you need to snuff out, and to each corresponding one there's an actual, you know, gigantic fire connected to it. Gets extinguished, and after extinguished all 3 of these tower fires, you know, lighthouses, the door towards the boss will open. Classic, you know.
What a lovely sight to see.
What was the name? It was time for Thomas to leave. He had seen everything.
Yes, you mentioned Thomas. It's interesting how I remember there were some people that were saying, wait, they mostly got rid of the narrator and have characters voiced by different actors. Little did they know that the Japanese version had been doing that for years before that.
I guess it wasn't one series, but they could be consistent with a dub, I guess.
Maybe.
Alas, what can you do about it? Sometimes even your best efforts are kinda in vain due to circumstances. Alright, that's it. We can actually stop here. So, join us in the next part where we traverse this lovely, citation needed, poison swamp. See ya.
See ya.
Yeah.